Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1 just announced My Country Caravan number 2. That is a trip we are taking, and we try to do this as many times a year as we can. Our goal is to do 4 a year. We shall see. And not always to Mohegan Sun. Could be different places, but this time we're headed back to Mohegan Thursday, March 26th. You're going to see and meet Chris Young. We're going to give you a room, and not a room 5 miles away. No, you're going to get a room right there, Mohegan. Dinner. We got your dinner. Meet and greets and tickets for Chris Young, and a chance to hang with newcomer Peyton Smith, who's just starting his career. And the only way to sign up and win is by going to one of the following locations. There's only 2, but we got one up north and one down south. Suffolk Center for Speech, the Stony Brook location, and Enrico's Jewelry, William Floyd Parkway, Shirley. The exact addresses, the hours of operation, there's plenty of time to go sign up. It's all on our Instagram and Facebook. You got to be 21 and over. Contest ends March 8th. So what? Today's only, February 13th? You got plenty of time to sign up. Don't you worry. And you'll be all set. Just check out our social media. And would love to have you come along. Our first time was really great back in December to see Stephanie Quayle. And it was a great bonding experience with our listeners, Cande. It was nice.
Oh, yes.
And by the way, side note, we're announcing our next big summer show Tuesday morning at 7:30.
Tell me about the road trip. I missed listening.
Oh, yes, of course, because you know nothing that's going on. Chris Young. We're going to see Chris Young and meet Chris Young at Mohegan. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Mohegan.
And a brand new artist, Peyton Smith.
Oh. Yeah. Well, Brian and I might have to come on this road trip with you.
Oh, my God, that would be amazing.
Wouldn't that be great?
That would be amazing.
Yes, it would.
Same room, me, Dana, all of us. We all go one king-size bed for the 4 of us.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
1 bathroom, 1 king-size bed.
You asked for it.
I need a real chat with you, Cande.
You do?
I need advice.
You mean off the air?
No, right now.
Oh.
I need advice.
Yes.
It's not actually. It's sort of like a question.
All right.
When your kids were growing up.
Yes.
I'm not saying that my house is filled with expletives and curse words and things like that, but I do have a 12-year-old.
Yes.
Who's in middle school.
Yes.
And let's be honest, my 9-year-old and 7-year-old ride a bus. Okay, so we words get thrown around and things. And we have a pretty open house. I will say this: there's an open line of communication. Everything is out in the open in our house. Like we don't.
I love that.
Let's talk about it all. It's as long as you're not doing this in the middle of class and at school and let's talk. You want to talk about something? Let's talk about something. But at what age, did you just say it's all right for your 12-year-old or
well,
soon?
Let's go back to my own childhood.
Yes, that's what
my father was a big cursor. He loved cursing.
Okay.
And so when I was little, I thought, well, he could say it, so can I.
Okay.
So I did, and he said to me, no, you can't say it because you're not an adult. When you're an adult, you can curse all you want.
Okay.
So that was how I lived as a child. So I sort of brought that into my own life because, let's face it, it's hard sometimes to slip. And I think making more of a big deal of it is worse. They're more intrigued if you make a big deal.
Right.
So, adults curse sometimes. Live with it. Roll with it.
Yes, and then that's kind of my the way I'm going. Amy, our favorite listener, my sister.
Yes, Amy.
She said she never cursed until they were in high school, and the kids never cursed until they were in high school. I don't know. Listen, I don't know how you manage that. I can't imagine.
I don't know either. My kids curse now, I can tell you that.
Yeah. Well,
and I curse right back at them.
And I'll give you an example. And it's nothing, look, it's not crazy stuff, but let me give you a funny example, Cande.
All right.
All right. Elijah the other day comes home and he says, Daddy, put your fist in your mouth and say the word apple. Okay.
Do it for us now.
No. Not going to do it. Not going to do it.
Come on, do it for us now.
I did it in there, and he's cackling. He's So, he's 7, but I did, and then there's chats that need to be had, like, listen, I don't know what you're laughing about, but if you think it's a bad word, you better not. I better not hear you say anything in school. You give the whole talk, right? And they're great kids, and they do well in school, and I don't think they're walking around shouting curse words. But this is the life I'm into. This is the stage of life I'm at, Candy.
I understand.
Listen, kids.
They have to go out in the real world sooner or later.
Yeah.
The more you protect them, the worse it is for them.
That's right.
They really need a taste of what the real world is like. I'm sorry.
And Leah, being the older one, this is my deal with her, and I'll have the same deal with all my kids in middle school. I say, listen, you keep up your average. You keep getting the grades that you're getting. You can say whatever you want. That's pretty much the deal.
When I was texting you and she was reading it, I was mortified. Mortified.
That's right. I was driving Leah. It was me and her. You were texting me, and you were
going off
on stuff. And I was driving, so I wasn't going to read the text. I said, Leah, read this to me.
I was mortified. That's all I have to say on that.
Oh, and she read it. 7:53.
Move it. My Country 96.1. Long Island traffic.
All right. Maybe you and your kids can put your fist in your mouth and say the word apple and tell me how it goes.
Yes, I think I will do that later.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.